Hi, fifth grade. It's Thursday, and we are continuing to read Out of the Burning Darkness. And today's skill that we're focusing on is the main idea with supporting details. Remember, the main idea is what the passage is mostly about. In other words, it's a one-sentence summary. Your assignment looks like this today, and this is the PDF version. If you have the Word document, it might look a little different, but it is the same thing. So today, your job is to look at each subheading that's listed over here in the first column. The second column, you're going to identify the main idea, or the main idea will be written for you. And in the third column, you're going to write down or type in some details that support this main idea. So I would like to do the first couple with you so that you know what to do with this. We're going to start by reading, and I have the hard copy here, Out of the Burning Darkness. And the first row asks you to look at the first section. So we'll just call this the first section. There's no subheading. Out of the Burning Darkness. 14-year-old Albert Buckle was staring at death itself. Thick smoke billowed toward him. Flames licked the ceiling. With each passing second, the heat grew more unbearable. But Albert couldn't run away from the roaring fire. He was trapped deep underground in the coal mine where he worked. As the inferno blazed hotter, people were starting to panic. "Everyone's going to die!" someone shouted. It was November 13th, 1909, at the Cherry Mine, a coal mine about 100 miles southwest of Chicago, Illinois. The Cherry Mine is where Albert and nearly 500 other miners spent their days, hundreds of feet underground, digging out coal from deep inside the earth. But today, disaster had struck. Albert and the other miners were caught in the middle of one of the most devastating coal mine fires in American history. Hey, something I noticed in this section is that the main idea of this section is the last sentence. Oftentimes the main idea will be either the first or last sentence. So the main idea is written for you. It says, while working in a coal mine in 1909, Albert Buckle experienced a devastating fire. Over here in the last column, you are asked to tell how you know this is the main idea. What are some details that describe the disaster? So we're looking at the words devastating fire. When I think about the devastating fire, I want to think about details that maybe led up to the fire. So the first detail is given for you. The coal miners were trapped hundreds of feet underground. Another detail that I found is in the first paragraph, and it says, thick smoke billowed toward them. Flames licked at the ceiling. With each passing second, the heat grew more unbearable. Okay, so I am going to jot down that as a detail. I actually just wrote down heat grew more unbearable. And then the third paragraph down says that the inferno blazed hotter and people were starting to panic. So I wrote down the detail, people were starting to panic. I feel like these details all support that there was a devastating fire. Moving on to the next row, I'm going to look in the next subheading, bright and brisk. And just to summarize, I don't want to take so much time on this video to read it all again, but to summarize, this section talks about how Albert and the other coal miners were not aware that Cherry Mine was dangerous. They knew that mining was dangerous, but as far as mines go, Cherry Mine was known to be one of the safer, newer mines, and that this section is mostly about that. In fact, for my main idea, I summarized what this section was mostly about. So I said, even though mining was dangerous work, Albert was not afraid at this point when he went to work that day. So in the next column, we have some details that support the fact that Albert was not afraid. We have miners were paid more than other workers. The Cherry Mine was a new one. Many thought the Cherry Mine was the safest mine in America. And those are details straight out of the passage. So remember, main idea and details, you are going to stop and look at each section and reread, identify either the main idea or the details, and you'll move throughout the story. Since we did this page together, I hope you did, you can move on to the second and third pages. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'm happy to help. Happy reading. Bye.